Alright, today let's multiply and divide surds. So it's very easy. All you need to do is remember two very simple patterns. Number one, if you're going to multiply surds, that's the same as the square root of multiplying the numbers inside the surd. And secondly, if you're dividing surds, then that's the same as the square root of dividing the numbers inside the surd. That's it. There is no restriction on how to multiply and divide surds. They do not have to be like surds to be multiplied or divided. You can just do it to your heart's content. So let's jump in and do a few examples. So example 1, let us simplify the following. So let's simplify root 2 times root 3. So using pattern 1, multiplying surds is the same as the square root of multiplying the two numbers inside the square root, so 2 and 3 namely. So 2 times 3 is root 6. Always check, can you simplify your answer as a surd? Can we simplify root 6? No, let's leave it alone. Let's do another one, B. 2 root 3 times 3 root 15. Now that we have coefficients, the numbers in front of the surds, what we do is we multiply the coefficients in front, so the 2 times 3, so that's the coefficients there, and then we multiply it by the numbers inside the surd. So we have square root of 3 times 15. So the numbers inside the surd becomes square root of the product inside. Now let's simplify. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 15 is 45, so we get 6 root 45. Again, always check, can you simplify your answers? Because we always want to make our answers to be simplified surds. Otherwise, you lose half a mark. So root 45, it can be broken down into 9 and 5. So let's break that down into 6 times root 9 times 5, so that becomes 6 times root 9 times root 5. Root 9 is 3, so combining that all together we get 18 root 5 as our final answer. So to multiply surds with coefficients, make sure you multiply the coefficients, the numbers in front of the surds together first, and then square root the numbers inside the surd and multiply them accordingly. Now let's do another one. Let's do C, negative root 10 divided by root 2. So using pattern number 2, to divide surds, we just take the square root of the dividing the numbers inside. The negative in front stays outside, so it's a negative square root of 10 divided by 2, which is a negative root 5. Can we simplify root 5? No, that's it, we leave it alone. Let's do another one. 12 root 18 over 3 root 3. Again, with the coefficients in front, you divide them individually, and then you divide the surds individually as well. So the coefficients in front, it's 12 divided by 3, and we're multiplying that by the square root of the numbers inside the surd, which is the blue bits, which is 18 divided by 3. Simplifying, we get 4 root 6. Can we simplify root 6? Nope, that's it, so we just leave it alone. Let's do another example, which involves our distributive law, the binomial expansions. So example 2, let us expand and then simplify. 3 root 6 bracket 2 root 10 minus 4 root 6. Alright, so 3 root 6, 2 root 10 minus 4 root 6. Let's distribute it like we do with the brackets. So 3 root 6 times 2 root 10 is our first term, and then we have to take away, because it's a takeaway, 3 root 6 times 4 root 6. So it's a negative sign, so we keep the negative sign. So let's apply our pattern number 1 with multiplying surds. 3 root 6 times 2 root 10. Multiply the coefficients first, and then we can multiply the surds. We're taking away, multiply the coefficients first, and then multiply the surds. 3 times 2 is 6. Square root of 60 minus 3 times 4 is 12. Square root of 36. Now let's simplify our surds. If you can't see immediately that 60 can be broken down to, just keep trying using a calculator. Divide by the small numbers first. Turns out 60 is 4 times 15. And then root 36. Well, not 3, it's 6. Square root of 36 is 6. So that's 6 times root 4 times root 15 minus 72. So that's 6 times 2 times root 15 minus 72. So that's 12 root 15 minus 72. Can we simplify 15 any further? No, we can't. Can't be a perfect square and something else. Can we, in fact, gather the like terms of 12 minus 72? No, we can't, because 12 has a root 15. This one has no surd at all. So 72 is not a surd. So we can't simplify the 12 root 15 and 72. So we just leave it alone. That's all we can do. So to-do list for this exercise. Ex3C, page 178. Simple familiar. And some complex familiar. Alright, that's it. Have fun.